All right, Rob. So Draymond Green, who, man, we do give his podcast a lot of play because he says so much.
Does he have vacation? Can he have vacation? I mean, like, did you
He
have
should.
to? Can you please
right?
take vacation for 3 months, please?
He clearly likes hearing the sound of his voice.
Right.
But he said, Rob, that first of all, it's crazy for guys to compare. He actually said dumb to compare eras. So to compare the Jordan Bulls to the Warriors or to the Showtime Lakers or whatever it is. And then he compared them. And he said this, Rob, that the Warriors would beat the Warriors of KD 2017, KD, Steph, Draymond, Clay, would beat Jordan's Bulls by 20 points. I think he's
I just rocker. Come on, Chris. Like, how many times you got to go through this? This is just. You mean the Warriors who choked down a 3-1 lead in the finals?
Well, the one that added, they did add KD. So I'm just saying.
I'm just saying. But the other guys who were still there on that, to attack Michael Jordan and what the Bulls were able to accomplish and whatnot, I find it comical. I really do. I don't get it.
I agree. And look, the fact of the matter is this, and what you brought up is relevant in this regard when you said dropping the 3-1 lead. Here's the fact, folks. We never saw Michael Jordan lose in the finals. So I'm sorry. It's going to be tough for anyone. Why should I believe any of these teams would beat the Bulls?
Right. Based on what? What?
And don't tell me he didn't go through great bigs. He went through Patrick Ewing. He went through Alonzo Mourning. He went through Shaq when Shaq had shooting like Dennis Scott and Nick Anderson. And at that time, Rob, a guy who would have gone down as an all-time great point guard in Penny Hardaway.
No doubt. Penny was a big star in the NBA, right. Chris. Come on.
Penny Hardaway would have been a top 10 point guard of all time had he not gotten hurt. And that's the Penny Hardaway that was playing with Shaq, and Michael Jordan dismantled them, swept them. So what did you, don't tell me, they couldn't have guarded shooting. Orlando had shooting. Now, of course, nobody shot like the Warriors do right now. But my point is the Warriors also don't have a post presence like Shaquille O'Neal that you got to double and triple team.
The whole thing is just cockamamie. And if I'm Steve Kerr, I'd be like, really, dude? For real? What are you talking about? Like, I get it. Everybody, Chris, and this is what we talk about all the time, prisoner of the moment. Everybody thinks that everything that happens today is better than anything that ever happened. It's just not true.
No,
it's just not.
True. I think
it might be easier, and we've learned a lot, and things have progressed, but it doesn't mean it's better.
Right. And look, the Warriors are a team that plays as a team. They play 5-man basketball, and that's one of their keys to being great. But back then, everybody played 5-man basketball for the most part. So I think, Rob, one of the reasons the Warriors, and before them the Spurs, were so effective in today's era of 1- and 2-man basketball is because they do incorporate all 5 guys into the offense consistently. Guess who else did that? The Bulls. And it was commonplace back then. And so I don't think that offense that baffles people nowadays, right? Because they're not used to seeing anything but the high pick and roll and the drive and kick. The Bulls were seeing that all the time. And I'm not saying they would have made minced meat out of the Warriors.
We're not even saying that. Or it would be no contest. But to automatically say Michael Jordan would lose and they would have a win by 20 or whatever, I think that's just comical.
Yes. Just give me, like, why? And that team, Rob, had 3 of the best defenders ever.
Yep.
And they were all perimeter oriented. Like, Rodman obviously could guard in the post, but he also could guard on the perimeter. So I'm sorry. Like, what are you talking about? And Ron Harper actually was a very good defender at that stage of his career. So